Emily Hart was a name everyone in Maple Hollow knew, not because she wanted attention, but because she earned it. At 32, Emily had become the heart of the local clinic. She cared for the elderly, bandaged the scrapes of children, and sat for hours with patients who had no family. She lived alone in a modest brick home on Birchwood Lane and was often seen jogging before her early shifts. On the evening of October 17, 2022, Emily clocked out just after 7 p.m. She was due to meet her best friend, Claire, for dinner. She never showed up. By midnight, her phone went straight to voicemail. By morning, the clinic reported her absence, something Emily had never done without calling ahead. Her silver Honda Civic was still parked in the clinic lot. Her house was locked. Her keys, wallet, and phone were missing, and Emily Hart was gone. The town of Maple Hollow descended into panic. Candlelight vigils were held. Posters went up on every stop sign. Local Facebook groups exploded with speculation. Abduction, a runaway, or something darker. At first, police treated it as a possible random act of violence. There had been reports of a suspicious white van near the clinic earlier that week. Detectives interviewed parolees, checked sex offender registries, and combed security footage from nearby businesses. But nothing pointed to a stranger. There were no signs of struggle, no surveillance hits, no ransom calls. Just silence, like she had vanished into thin air. Until her best friend said 6 words that shifted everything. She was scared of someone she knew. Claire revealed that Emily had confided in her just weeks before. She'd been receiving late-night texts from a blocked number. "Watch your back," one read. Another said, "I know what you did." Emily believed she was being followed. She stopped jogging. She bought pepper spray. Police obtained a warrant for Emily's phone records and discovered something no one had expected. A flurry of texts exchanged over several months with Dr. Benjamin Reese, the married head physician at the clinic. They had been having an affair. Dr. Reese, 45, was respected, polished, and married with 2 teenage children. He admitted to the relationship, claiming it had ended months ago. "We were both adults," he said. It ended on good terms, but Emily's texts painted a different picture. She had threatened to tell his wife. She mentioned evidence, and then she went missing. 11 days after Emily disappeared, a hunter stumbled across something unusual near the edge of Waverly Creek, about 12 miles outside of town. A freshly disturbed patch of earth, part of a shoelace poking through the soil. Beneath it, the body of Emily Hart, wrapped in a tarp, her medical ID still on her wrist. The autopsy revealed blunt force trauma to the back of her head. The weapon, unknown. Time of death, the same night she disappeared. Detectives searched Dr. Reese's cabin, just 4 miles from where she was found. In a locked shed, they discovered a shovel with trace DNA, a burner phone, and fragments of the tarp. When confronted, Dr. Reese broke. He claimed Emily had threatened to destroy his family, that she had recorded their encounters, that she demanded he leave his wife, or she would expose everything. He said he snapped, but prosecutors argued it was premeditated, a respected doctor who thought he could erase a problem. The trial shook Maple Hollow to its core. Supporters of Reese painted Emily as a troubled homewrecker. But those who knew her, truly knew her, refused to let her be reduced to a headline. "Emily gave everything to this town," Claire said in court. And in the end, someone she trusted took everything from her. Dr. Benjamin Reese was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 35 years without parole. The clinic where they once worked together was renamed in Emily's honor. A small plaque now sits in the waiting room, where her photo hangs beside the words, "In memory of the hands that healed and the voice that was silenced." In towns like Maple Hollow, secrets don't stay buried forever. They echo in silence, in grief, in the eyes of those left behind. Emily Hart was more than a victim. She was a friend, a nurse, a daughter. And while her story ended far too soon, her voice still lingers. In the clinic halls, in whispered prayers, in the justice finally served. This was the case of Emily Hart and the man who wore a mask beneath a white coat.